What is up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel, Mystic Watch, and today we got a brand new video. We're going to be doing some update coverage, patch info, whatever you want to call it. And specifically, today's going to be very focused on PvP just because there was almost nothing on PvE, and that's, perfectly fine with me. So let's get started and get the PvE stuff out of the way. We got a new Pakura, which I believe is emergency mission unit. She's really not that good. These are her stats with pills. Where do I have? There we go. Translation is from Anton, and then the original images are from Nordex. So, shout out to both of them for all this info. Pakura, I mean, take a look at field skill. It is a brand new field skill. Deals 75 to 130 fixed damage. It's interesting, right? It is a brand new, like, never before seen field skill that they can definitely mess around with. It's the first field skill that does damage, besides counters technically. Restores 120 HP, but now the problem is that her range is short, so, how useful is this? Body skill, pretty decent. Jutsu reduces one enemy's HP by 6%. This is not a bad jutsu. The problem is the numbers are so low, and that's just the problem with emergency mission units as a whole. Ultimate Jutsu, 12 chakra, 6.2 times attack to all enemies in range, removes their barrier, perfect dodge, ignores their substitution, reduces own HP by 20%. This is a massive reduction for a very small effect. The thing is, she could have been a good unit if this was... First of all, if this was 510 chakra, this needed to be like 510 chakra, and this needed to be like 10%. And at that point, she would be a good unit. But that's the thing, they cannot have good emergency mission units. So, it is what it is. The dupe abilities are all standard, useless things. Yeah, take a look at it. It's not going anywhere. But let's just move on straight to the fun stuff. We got brand new Minato, which is the PvP reward, Kage League reward Minato. And we don't have his image yet for some reason. He's got 4 dupes, the same 2 HP and attack. Up. The other 2 dupes have been varying from unit to unit. Stage Mode Naruto had, I believe, Immobilization, Nullification, and Ignore Substitution. He had very good dupes. Kakashi and Sasuke both had... I have Kakashi's open. Nullified damage reduction effects and nullified chakra reduction effects. These 2 were swapped when it comes to Sasuke and Kakashi. One, the Nullify was first for Sasuke, which made him worse when it came to using dupe stones. Because for Sasuke, you really need that Nullified damage reduction effect. A lot of bravery, a lot of units, specifically bravery units, run damage reduction in this game, or have built-in damage reduction. So the fact that you kind of had to get over this dupe as like a hurdle was really annoying. Whereas for Kakashi, you can just stop right here. Now, Minato is kind of like the... He is kind of like the Sasuke that the third dupe is a hurdle, essentially. You got 15% chance to restore 1 chakra when attacking. Let's open this up. Let's start from the top. 120 cost, 1000 HP, 1456 attack, long range. No one cares about any of these stats, but what's important here is field and buddy skill. 90% chance of countering. Okay. And boost critical rate by 2.5 times. New crit lead. It is a lower one. Normally they've been 3 times. And this is perfectly fine. 2.5%. 2.5 times is the correct amount needed for Rock Lee to get his 100% crit anyways. This will also work with the new Rock Lee if you manage to get however many copies of him, right? Like, let's say you got him to 60, 70, 80 luck, whatever. Even if he isn't 99, you can 100% use him as a crit, lead. And the thing is, since he is a normal unit, you'll probably end up getting more copies of him when it comes to Granny Cat shops in the future for anniversary, or just getting him randomly off summons. Now, let's take a look at PvP stats. 28 K HP, 2766 attack, 379 speed, these are non-pilled stats, right? So we're looking at, with the 30 speed pills, we're looking at 409 speed. In combination with this 20 speed down here, we're talking about 429 speed. That is the fastest unit in the game. With Gaara as a comparison, would be, freaking 419 speed. So 20 speed makes the world of a difference here, right? It means that your Minato goes from getting one shot to one, to go in first every time. And Gaara is a very, very, very good unit. Not only because he is the fastest unit in the game, but it is mostly because it's like the fact that he is the fastest unit in the game while also not being a useless unit. If you notice the trend of speed over the course of the last year, 2 years, is that no matter what the unit can do, if they are fast, and especially if they are the fastest unit in the game, they'll be used. That goes for OG Haku to Phantom Castle, Sexy Jutsu Naruto, the Ibuki. No, Ibuki wasn't a. Who was the 3-star unit that everyone ran? That had insane speed. Then it became Blazing Fest Minato, after he got his limit break, and then it moved into this Gaara. So point being, if they are the fastest unit in the game, they can have 1 HP, 1 attack, and jutsus that heal the enemy, and they'll still be used. That's just how important speed is in this game, or how useful speed is, and that's just the way things are. So now you can have very, very, very fast teams with triple 400 plus speed units. Using this Minato plus Gaara plus Hinata, and you'll have a very if the enemy team does not have the speed to keep up with you, literally just run laps around them. Now continuing on, so my point about the speed is that this dupe is very necessary, unfortunately, for this Minato. So it's kind of like, if you plan on putting dupes into him, try to put all 4 in if possible. Let's go over his jutsu and ultimate jutsu. 3 and 6 chakra. The 3 chakra jutsu is 4.3 times attack to one enemy, 50% chance of speed down for 3 seconds, moves him back on the speed gauge, restores own chakra by 2. This is a very powerful 3 chakra effect. So you got 4.3. I'm not gonna go too crazy into the damages, but 4.3 times, we're looking at 2866. Sorry, 2866 with pills. So 12,000 damage. If he's hitting a wisdom unit, he's doing about 18,000 damage for 3 chakra. The 50% speed down moves him back on the speed gauge and restore, meaning he can do this jutsu on loop forever. Every single turn, he can just have this jutsu. You pair him up with someone with either speed or damage reduction as a buddy. So, for example, I would pair him up with either Edo Madara or the Madara that just got a limit break. One gives 25 speed, bumping him up to 450 speed, essentially, and the other one gives 20% damage reduction. So either one will be very, very powerful on him. Now you don't have to do that, and you can just run him as a speed lead, but his jutsu is good. Ultimate jutsu, which is relevant here, 16.5 times attack, removes their barrier and perfect dodge, ignores their damage reduction and substitution. Which is why you don't really need it on here. So we're looking at, the other thing is, he does have, so let's redo this with the 300 attack included. So that would be 3166. Okay, so it's almost 14k damage. But now ultimate jutsu would be 16.5 times. Let's do the same number. Yeah, that's more than enough damage to kill someone. So his 6th chakra jutsu is a single target nuke, and that's useful too, considering that if you just throw him in the 3rd lane and you have 2 chakra generators, you know, he will get his turn very fast, and he might not die, and that's scary. Sync skills. Sync with Leave. Boost multiplier by 1. Very, very powerful sync skill. Just because it means if you have this on, I would never go for the ultimate jutsu, and I would just keep using this normal jutsu on repeat. That is scary. Sync with long range nullifies mobilization. This is useful, but you're not going to see it done often. There's just not that many long range. You have him, you have Gara, and then you need one more long range person. But besides that, do they not include his range on here? Whatever. He's long range. Am I just blind and am I missing? Oh, he's vast range, so his doesn't even work. Yeah. Chances are you're never gonna get that nullified mobilization off. But that's enough Minato. Let's move on to let's see. Hashirama and Madara. These two have been kings of their time when they came out. And my god, they're going to be kings again. Okay, this is the Hashirama, 365 speed. Now this is pilled, keep that in mind. 43,000 HP. Let's do this, right? Okay. So originally, my god, so much. But I want to just show off the dupes with it, right? So he's got 25% damage reduction built in already. And then he's got the 30 speed. I think most people already have a max dupe. The 365 speed with 43. This is so much. Damage is going to be through the roof as well. 7 times attack. Like, I just want to see how much damage is this guy doing, right? 7 times 40, 16. He's doing almost 30k neutral damage. Imagine if you just hit a skill unit. What are you doing? 42k HP. Not enough to one-shot OT Naruto, but it's still massive. Like, this is like Rage Obito level damage, and his damage is obnoxiously high. But yes, this is really good. Now the thing is, he technically at this point is a nerfed version of the Sage Mode Naruto, the ninja, the PvP reward one, because he does the same thing but also pushes back. But it's more of a fact that his raw stats are so good that you run him, right? It's just so much disruption, so much speed, and so much damage reduction. What are you supposed to do, right? And like I said, the sheer amount of damage he does is so high. Sync skills are not included here. They're right here. Okay, there it is. Let's take a look at Madara. Madara has always been one of my favorite units in the game. I've always loved him just because I always like the idea of a support unit, and I like units that don't necessarily do a lot of damage but are so useful either way. And I've definitely been repping this Madara since he came out. So same concept, right? He only got 10% damage reduction, but he's still got about 40,000 HP and 5,000 attack with 306 speed. Excuse me. Now this is about what? He would have 236, 266, so 40 speed up. Now, what do we got here? We got, and the really good thing about him is that he's got, like, he nullifies damage received from ninjutsu or secret techniques for 3 turns. So it's just, or 3 seconds, I guess. No, it is 3 turns. It's always very confusing. 3 turns in 3 seconds need to be, the turns and seconds gotta be like rewritten almost. But the reason he has such high base stats is because his jutsu multiplier isn't that high. Just to give you an example, he's still not doing that much damage with this, but it's just nice. 18k damage. Like, you gotta realize that 18k damage is pretty standard for, if not on the lower side of things. Most people with the AoE jutsus tend to do over, like, the good units tend to do over 20,000 damage with their jutsus. Now, let's say he's hitting all body, right? He's doing 27k, and his jutsu size is pretty decent. So it's not like I said, he's not like here for the damage. It's for the fact that he has that 20% damage reduction buddy skill, and he's got the field skill. It's more of the fact that he places himself anywhere, is immune to damage, and then prevents, he reduces a lot of damage being taken. Now, this might be a little bit different with the meta shifting towards damage ignore effects, but I still like it. And I'm definitely going to test them out. So, that's really it for this update. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. This ended up being 16 minutes, my god. Like I said, this is more a bit, definitely went into a little bit of detail on this stuff. But if you guys enjoyed this, I'll most likely end up doing separate videos on all 3 of these units, and then showcases on all 3 of these units. And if that's what you want to see, let me know down below, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out, everybody.